Hi guys, welcome back. So I've been traveling a lot over the past couple of weeks, so I thought it would be good for me to share with you my top 10 travel beauty makeup favorites. My makeup routine or beauty routine for traveling has changed a lot over the years. Like I used to be, like before I had a child and before I was married, I used to be the girl who would always be like dressed up to the nines. I would have full face makeup, foundation, etc. on me, and I put in a lot of effort back then. And then I became a mom, and then I remembered that I would just walk out of the hotel without any makeup, and I'm completely fine with that because that's what I needed at that time. My son is almost turning 2. I have a little bit more time to just care about my appearance, I guess. I've been putting in a little bit more effort, so these are the products that have really helped me along the way. So let's get started. First of all, we're gonna start off with some eye products. The first one is this MAC paint pot. This is in the color Laying Low. This is my holy grail paint pot. I use it on the eyelids. It's really easy to use, very easily blendable. It doesn't dry up. Just make sure that you really close it tightly though, because I've had one which I didn't close tightly and just really dried up, and when it dries up it just is more difficult to rub it onto your eyes, and you don't want to cause extra stress on your eyes. But this color is perfect for me because it just makes my eyes look like I have slept a lot. You can also use it as a base for your eyeshadows as well. I highly recommend for you to find a matte version of the paint pot that is slightly lighter than your skin tone, so it really makes you look like, you know, your eyes are very nicely awoke. On the eyes, I have been loving this product. This is the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow, the Triple S thread. This particular color is my holy grail. This is in the color Lala, and it is a beautiful bronze rose gold color. You probably won't have a lot of time to apply on like an eye look when you're traveling, and sometimes the lighting in the hotel room can be quite shady. It's not really, you know, proper for you to really be doing like a very intricate eye look. So this is perfect because you don't need any tools. You just use your finger, and then you just kind of like get some product and just really go crazy onto your eyes. And even if you kind of you're a little bit messy, it doesn't really matter because it's such like a bronzy color. So I absolutely love it, and I love just using it on its own. It's just so brightening. The packaging is just so cute, so compact to travel with, so I absolutely love this. Okay, I always try to bring one eyeshadow palette when I travel in case I feel like, you know, doing something with my eyes. I've been loving these Petite Pro palettes by Vice Art or Visor Art. This is the Petite Pro 3 which I traveled with recently. These are the colors, absolutely gorgeous, but it's so petite and it's so small, and honestly I don't think I would ever even use these colors up, but they have a good range of colors. If you want to make your eye look a little bit more dramatic, you can go for it. So for example, today on top of Lala, I want it to be a little bit more, I don't know, special, so I put this little dark brown color like just at the edges, just to make it you know, a little bit more contoured. Best of all, it's so petite. For eyeliners, my holy grail favorite right now are these K Palette One Day Tattoo eyeliners. I think this is like their fancy new packaging. So I always travel with a black one, but I also travel with the brown one, which I'm using today. The brown one actually is like dark brown, so if you really like go at it, does look black at the end of the day. It's so easy to use. You just kind of press it onto your eyeline. Very foolproof. So if you're not comfortable with eyeliners, I highly recommend for you to check these out. They come in pencil format as well, but these are amazing because they stay on the lids the whole day. They don't crease, or even if you sweat or if you have oily lids, they don't transfer onto your eyes. Have you ever experienced that before? Like you thought that your eye look was so fantastic, and then you look in the mirror and like there's like a huge smudge. Just stay on the whole day for me, and it's amazing if you just want to just put on your makeup just once in the morning and then have it like last throughout the night. So moving on to face stuff, only one item. So I don't bring face bases or foundations when I travel anymore because it's just not realistic. I just don't put it on, and usually when you travel you're usually sweaty and hot, and you know, wearing foundations and all that just don't work for me. So the only thing that I put on is this MAC Studio Finish Concealer. This is in NW30. I use it with this particular brush, which is by BH Cosmetics. I think it might actually be, I'm not sure whether it's a concealer brush, but it's one of those like buffing brushes, and it makes a huge difference. So anywhere where I would have uneven skin tones, this is where it's gonna go. So for me right now, it's under my eyes and under my nose. So under my eyes for dark like circles, and then under my nose for redness. It really makes such a huge difference. Like this side of my face is so like bright and cheery, and then the other side is just uneven, and it just is so simple, such a simple method, but it makes a big difference. This product is very thick, but it's easy to blend out. It's very easy to wear. It's just the perfect concealer or like skin evener. So even if you have spots or whatever, you can actually use it to cover it. So highly like that. And then on top of that, I just use my powders, etc., and that's pretty much what I have on my face at the moment. I don't have foundation or a face base on. On to some lips before we move on to the beauty tools. This lip balm that I've been wearing, I've loved it so much. This is the NARS lip balm. It is the Afterglow lip balm, and this particular color is their famous orgasm color. I've used it tons since I got it. Thank God it doesn't come in that very annoying NARS packaging, which is like the rubbery one, which I really hate because it doesn't last and it sticks to everything after a while. NARS, stop making that packaging. This is awesome. It's like very light plastic. Sometimes I try to put on lipstick, but most of the time I don't have time for that. So I want a lip balm that is easy to glide on, very easy packaging, but also has a little bit of tint because my natural lip color is quite dark. So I do want something to make it a little bit more pinkish, and this is just the perfect like shine. Most importantly, it's not uncomfortable to wear, so it's not like sticky or whatever, so I can actually wear it quite comfortably. But if I have some time and I feel like putting on some lipstick, the lipstick that I've been loving is this Estee Lauder Pure Color Envy. They have different finishes to it. They have like metallic finishes, cream. This is the liquid matte finish. I found this formula very interesting. It's very different from the other liquid lipsticks that I have tried, and I've tried a lot. It applies on almost like a cream. It's super pigmented. You can clean up the size, etc., but it dries up like semi-matte, so it's not super uncomfortable. It's not like super matte to the point that it's drying, but it's just really pretty. This particular color is quite pinkish, but I have been just wearing this non-stop. This was my go-to for the trips that I've made. Okay, so those were the makeup items. Some tools that have really helped me. The first one is the cleansing wipes. I highly recommend traveling with this. It's just part of my daily routine, but I also just find it very useful to have, and you know, again, time constraints, etc., just wiping off your whole face before you cleanse it with water, etc. This is my favorite go-to cleansing wipe. The next one is deodorant. You definitely need deodorant. So I traveled to Bali and Dubai, so very hot countries. You definitely need to, you know, stay fresh, etc. This is just very simple. It's airtight and it just rolls on really nicely. This is the Marks and Spencer deodorants. They have various different ranges. You can pick one that you like. Okay, last item. I never thought that I would travel with this, but if you haven't noticed, I have purple color in my hair now. Yes, I have purple, soft purple streaks, purple ends kind of thing, and my hairstylist told me that okay, you have to blow dry your hair every day, otherwise the purple is gonna get everywhere. And he was right, because I think it's been about 2 weeks after I dyed my hair, and when I shower I can still see the purple dye, like, you know, washing off. So I think purple is quite an intense color. I think any color that you do. So I have never traveled with my hairdryer. I love this hairdryer. It's a Dyson hairdryer. I know it's very pricey and expensive, but I do really like it because it's just so fast and so far, ever since I've used this, I don't think it's damaged my hair at all, and I'm so glad I brought it on the trip. So what I do is I just take this nozzle off, and I just kind of go all around my hair to just give it a quick dry. My girlfriends, I think they liked it. They used it as well when we were in Bali, and I really thanked myself for bringing it to Dubai as well, because when I had like 4 people waiting for me to get ready every day, because I had to get other people ready before I got ready, so I didn't have much time. So this just going like that, it dried my hair really fast within like less than 5 minutes. So I really like it. It has the hot function and the cold function, so I do the hot function first and then I toggle to the cold function. Okay, I wanted to include one bonus item, which I actually, it's like an unsung hero. It has traveled with me over the years, in fact, and it is my makeup case. So this is my makeup case. I've had it for years. I still haven't taken out. The Singaporean in me does not want this leather to get scratched, so I've kept the little plastic. I must have had this for at least 4 or 5 years, I don't know, but it is from Sephora. It's quite massive, but so all my makeup item actually goes into this little pouch here. I really like it. I put my brushes in the front pocket and then my makeup items in there, and then that goes in here. But this doesn't just carry my makeup items, it carries everything to do with like my trying to look presentable effort. So I have like my sunscreens in here, my setting spray. I even put my jewelry in here, my lipsticks, my like toiletries bag. So it's quite massive inside. My toothpaste, my and I have like my oil pill. So it's big, but it keeps everything in there. And because sometimes you don't want your stuff to spill out and stuff, so it being a hard case, when you put it in your suitcase, it's not going to have that risk of spilling out or exploding into your suitcase. So I really like this. I've traveled with it for many years, and I got it from Sephora. So I highly recommend, if you're looking for like a nice makeup case, this is very good, and it's not that heavy. It's very sturdy as well. So that's pretty much it. Those are my current favorites when it comes to beauty items for travel. I hope you guys found this useful. If you did, don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe, and share this video. It would really mean a lot to me. Till I see you guys in my next video. Bye, take care.